Hello everyone, I hope everyone's doing well. Guys, I'm adopting this new format of if I'm in a quiet place and I have the time, I'll record my screen while I'm taking the trade to show it to you, and this is what this video is about. So if you like this new format, feel free to like this video and comment on it and tell me that you like it. Also, you can let me know on Discord or on my Instagram, the link is in the description. So just so I know that you like this format, so I do more of them. So I hope you enjoy it, and as I said, let me know, and good luck guys. Hello everyone, I hope everyone's doing well. Guys, let's analyze silver, take a trade on it, and see how it goes. Now, as I start with the daily time frame, what I see that we had a lot of liquidity right here. We had this drive, first one, second drive, third drive, forming this liquidity above here. Then we had this drive through to the upside that took out all the liquidity through to the upside, and after it we had this impulse through to the downside with volume. When volume is in the market like that after grabbing liquidity, it means a huge position has been just executed right there through to the upside. So we know that the financial institutions, the banks, whoever's manipulating the market, whatever you want to call them, they exist in this area right here above this liquidity right here, where they have sold a big position and pushed the market like that for 2 days through to the downside. Now, as the market is retracing up right now, I want to take a sell through to the downside, as I know that financial institutions exist right here. Let me just go to the 4 hours time frame, for example, right there, and have a clearer look on what I was looking at. Now, as you guys can see, we had this double top right here, this liquidity, and it was grabbed. Now, on top of that, after this impulse through to the downside, we have a 3 drive pattern through to the upside, if you can spot it right here. We have this 1, 2, and then 3 drives. So we have 3 drives that impulse into a liquidity area, which is my go-to indication that, okay, the market can be bearish in the meantime. Now, as I always say when I analyze higher time frame, guys, I'm not looking into the market, for example, doing this right there. I'm just looking for a small retracement, possibly into here, for example, where I can take this small trade in and out and leave. Now, as you guys can see, on top of the 3 drive pattern and on top of the liquidity grab through to the upside, we have this liquidity grab right here. As you can see, the market retraced through to the upside and they grab this high right there, which is more of an indication as well that the market might retrace through to the downside. As you can see, we formed this small candlestick through to the downside to convince traders that this is a resistance line, this is a double top, it's going to go through to the downside, and then we impulse right through it, grabbed all the stop losses, which means there's liquidity right there that's been grabbed, which means the market is more likely to go through to the downside after this liquidity grab right there. Now, if I go to the lower time frames right there, as you guys can see, I'm just executing that trade right there. We can see all this liquidity through to the downside. We grabbed this liquidity. This is the same high that I was talking about on the 4 hours time frame that was just grabbed. We formed a double top right there. We grabbed it through to the upside, and as well we have a liquidity box through to the downside. A liquidity box is a double bottom with a trend line with impulses through to the upside that leaves order block. So we have order blocks, double bottoms, trend lines, lots of liquidity through to the downside to tackle. Now, as soon as this first liquidity is grabbed, I'm going to take partial profits just in case the market is going to go through to the upside. Because what I'm afraid of is if you go here to the 4 hours time frame, for example, you'll see that we had a double bottom through to the downside as well, right there. It's more clear on the daily time frame. As you can see, we had a double bottom right here, and then this double bottom is also grabbed through to the downside. Now, I would consider this a bigger grab if the market actually went through to the downside and tackled that low. So this is why I'm a little bit secure or safe, or I feel good about this trade. However, at the same time, we can't deny the risk of trading a double bottom liquidity grab. So I don't want to be caught on the opposite direction of the market. I'm taking partial profits as soon as I can right here in this area right there. I don't know why my trading view looks like this. However, right there, this area, I'm going to take partial profits as soon as we just have a little bit of an impulse through to the downside, and then I'm going to let the rest run. This partial profit area is going to be exactly at 1-to-1 risk reward ratio almost, so I'll be able to set this trade at a break-even point, and then the rest is going to run to 1-to-3. Now, I'm not going to trail my stop loss as a lot of traders do. I'm going to just take 50% of the position right here. So if the market does this, and hits my stop loss, then I'm going to win 0.5%, lose 0.5% if I'm risking 1%, of course, in the beginning, and then it's going to be a break-even trade. So I wouldn't care about it much. So let's see how this goes, guys. I'll let you know. I want to add something, guys, that the reason why this double bottom liquidity grab right here, an additional reason to why this liquidity grab right there is not setting me off on this trade and telling me, well, I don't want to be selling because we just grabbed liquidity through to the downside, is that when we grabbed liquidity through to the downside here, we actually satisfied this order block right there. So what we actually did is we mitigated this order block. So a lot of traders got in on this position instead of grabbed on this position. So I know that there is liquidity through to the downside because we satisfied this order block right there instead of grabbing it. For me, if it like grabbed this low right there, which means we grab the double bottom traders and the order block traders, this would have been more of a liquidity grab. But right now, since we satisfied this order block, got more traders into the market at this position, this is not setting me off on this trade and telling me, well, I don't want to sell because there's a liquidity grab to the downside. This is just some additional information that I wanted to give you guys. Hello everyone, I hope everyone's doing well. Guys, as you can see here, silver update, the market pushed into my TP area almost, it then retraced into my entry again, and it then melted through to the downside right there, taking the liquidity below this order block and below this trend line, below this latest touch of the trend line right there. What I want to highlight here is especially on this trend, trade, guys, is that you don't get emotional. Right there, as the market retraced, I didn't close the trade, I didn't run away, I didn't close MetaTrader and not look at it anymore because I don't want to see the market almost hit my TP area and then go back. I don't care. I already moved on as the trade was going. I already moved on to next trades. I am already looking at oil, I'm already looking at GBP AUD, I'm already looking at all these other pairs. I don't care what happens to this trade. At the end of the week, I will sit down during the weekend and I will analyze why was it better to place my TP right here, for example, instead of right there. And I will see if I can do anything about it, if this is a common pattern between my wins that go back to my entry or go back to my stop loss, or is it not a common pattern, if I will do anything about it or not. Most probably, I will not do anything about it. It just happens. The market almost hit my TP, went back, I just waited, I was patient, I already moved on, I'm already trading other instruments, I don't really care, and then today it melted through to the downside into my TP area, hit my TP area, and that's it. Done. Alright guys, so this will be this video. Feel free to DM me if you want to ask me about anything or any inquiries. The link of my Instagram will be in the description. Otherwise guys, if you like those kind of videos, feel free to let me know. Good luck guys, and I'll see you in the next one.